Why is Australia listening to phone calls being made by the Indonesian president?
It's been a long-standing practice of successive Australian governments not to make any comment on intelligence matters, and I intend to abide by that long-standing practice and principle.
More broadly though, is it an act of a friendly neighbour to be spying on or tapping the phones of leaders of a friendly nation?
I won't be commenting on matters going to intelligence.
Are you concerned at all about what this revelation and previous recent revelations about possible spying activities are having on the relationship with Indonesia?
We have a very close relationship with Indonesia. The Abbott government has placed Indonesia as one of our highest foreign policy priorities. The Prime Minister's first overseas visit as Prime Minister was to Jakarta, and we've expressed the hope that successive Prime Ministers will follow in that practice of making their first overseas official visit to Jakarta. I've met with Foreign Minister Marty Natalegawa on at least 7, I think it might be 8 occasions in the 8 weeks that I've been Foreign Minister. So there are many areas of cooperation. Indeed, Foreign Minister Natalegawa and I did a stock take the other day, and we worked out that there are about 60 areas where Australia and Indonesia are cooperating, from agriculture and environment and education and federal police, and it goes on, scientific research. Our collaborations, our partnerships, our policy forums, our exchanges of personnel are vast, and we intend to build on that and ensure that Australia-Indonesia relationships are as close as they can be.
Have you spoken to him since the revelations of spying activity?
I meet with Foreign Minister Natalegawa on a regular basis. As I said, I think I've had 8 separate meetings with him in it's nearly 9 weeks that I've been the Foreign Minister. So as you can see, we converse and communicate on a regular basis.
He has aired his frustrations publicly about these revelations. Has he shared those with you?
I've had discussions with Foreign Minister Natalegawa, but as I've said to you earlier in this interview, I won't be commenting on intelligence matters.
Do you see the relationship now is just as robust as before these revelations came out?
The relationship is improving because we are working to make good the damage that was done over the live cattle ban. We're certainly working very closely on people smuggling issues. We don't want to see a repeat of the Oceanic Viking situation that occurred under the Rudd government. And I believe that once we can get over the live cattle issue and return the level of trade to pre-ban levels, then the relationship will continue to be on a very sound footing, a very strong footing. So of course there are always challenges and difficulties in a relationship, but we both see the benefit of deeper, closer, stronger engagement. The areas that I mentioned to you are very important to both Indonesia and to Australia, and we'll continue to work hard to ensure that our relationship is as good as it can be.
So you say that there are always difficult parts to a relationship. Would you see this as a difficult part of the relationship at this point in time?
There are always challenges in any relationship. That's why they need constant nurturing and attention. And that's why I keep in close communication with Foreign Minister Natalegawa, the Prime Minister, with President Yudhoyono. Our ministers are visiting Indonesia. Minister Andrew Robb will be there on trade and investment talks, and we'll continue to work closely with our counterpart ministers to ensure that the relationship is flourishing and is in the best interests of both countries, and that's what we're seeking to achieve.